Washington Huskies, but who's in second? Okay, Harvard is coming after Washington. This is a rivalry which has been going on for 3 years running, and it looks like the Harvard Coxswain's got the edge right here. Washington overstroking a bit, but Harvard taking that turn pretty tough. Watch those puddles coming out of the Huskies' port side. They're trying to wash down the Harvard guys. Harvard has some momentum.
They certainly do. They not only had the momentum, they're moving on Washington, but Coxswain did a great job just nudging that bow right over to that buoy line. And here they go. The bow is even with the 5-seat of the Husky crew. The Washington bow number 1 going bow ball to bow ball into the Elliott Bridge with Harvard.
Okay, it's the Golden Bears.
Rowing with some different blades here, but it is indeed UC Berkeley, the Golden Bears.
And this is the French crew in bow 4. They're all national team athletes. It looks like Cal's doing a pretty good job of holding them off, at least by about a length. France rowing pretty high rating here too. Let me catch that.
Yeah, very aggressive here. This is the French national team actually. 38 strokes a minute a head race. That takes some guts. And it's really working, at least against the Scotty crew, bow number 5 from Rotterdam. They have world champion rowers from the last couple of years in this crew.
This is another French crew from Paris. Also French national teamers. They're rowing a little more moderately at 34.5.
So bow 6 out in front of the Cambridge Boat Club. Bow 5 now. Interesting yellow shafts on the blades here. This is your Scotty crew now, just coming into view of the Cambridge Boat Club.
Scotty rowing 34.
And bow number 7. The Dutch World Championship straight 4 athletes in this crew. This is OTC Amsterdam.
Awfully smooth. 35 for OTC.
Yeah, looking very long at a 35 there. Great job by OTC Amsterdam.
Nice spacing.
Number 8 is next now. Melbourne University. All of the crew members of this crew have represented Australia, and they've won Olympic, World Championship, and World Cup medals. So a very strong entry from Melbourne University. Tim Webster, Harrison Casey, Mike Poulter, William Lockwood, Joshua Booth. Bow number 10 now inside Northeastern University on the buoy line. We're trying to move through bow number 9, the Princeton Tigers.
Beautiful.
Very nice bow ball to bow ball, Princeton Northeastern in the Elliott Arch. Rowing all alone right now in the pink jersey are the Brown University men's crew. They were 3rd in the country last year, 2nd in the 10X Trophy points competition.
35 for Brown.
35 strokes a minute for the Bruno as they enter the Elliott Bridge. Seeing a lot of pink out there today. Coming up next, bow number 12. And another Brown University entry is bow number 12 right on the buoy line. BU Blades is bow number 13. So 13 trying to overtake Brown from the outside of the Elliott corner. And pretty nice long strokes there from the BU men's crew. They've got almost a full length here, about 2 seats overlap on the stern deck of the BU crew to the Brown second boat. Bow number 14. California Rowing Club, bow number 14. In the black and red blades of Northeastern. The red blades, University of Wisconsin, men's varsity 8. Bow number 16. The Penn Quakers trying to close the gap on Wisco. Bow number 17 in the white, that's the Yale crew. just about a boat length of open water behind Penn. Bow number 18 is trying hard to hold off bow number 19, and so far it's working. Bow number 18 is Northeastern University in the Epocher with the black blades and the red and white stripes. But closing in fast are the Naval Academy crew. They were 9th at the IRAs this past year, and they've moved in to about half a length of open water down on Northeastern, so charging hard are the Navy crew. Navy looks maybe opened up a tiny gap. The coxswain pumping his fist. Elliott Bridge, they want your support. Bow number 20 out in front now. That's the BU men, coached by Tom Moore. Really brought that program forward. They've opened up a little bit of a gap on the next Harvard crew with the multicolored Hawaiian shirts for Harvard. And here comes a pack of 3. These rowing shells are about 62 feet long, so not easy to negotiate, but somebody's got a perfect line along the buoys. 26 on the inside is the U.S. Rowing Association National Team, U.S. Men's 8. They're 22 on the outside, so they're moving up through Dartmouth. U.S. rowing now. This is the U.S. national team. Zach Lajos coxing, Ian Silveria, Tom Dethelfs, Charles Cole, Ambrose Putnam, Stephen Kasperick, Seth Wheel, Mike Gennaro, and Merrick Gregan. Bow 26. 23 going wide, choosing the right-hand darts. That's George Washington. Not choosing soon enough, though. He's had to hold water hard. They're going to make a little contact with the bridge, but the hull so far is safe. 25 hopefully will be able to slip through unscathed. 25 is Syracuse, the orange. Bow number 24 is MIT Boat Club. Hopefully the coxswain has identified the issue in front. And there he goes. MIT coxswain is now making the necessary adjustment. And George Washington lost a lot of time, but they are back on a power 10 and back on the course. Bow number 27, Brown University men's crew again. It looks like on the other side of Elliott there's a tangle up ahead for the Bruno to deal with. The MIT and George Washington crews did actually collide a bit. A charging Bruno will have that to contend with before the final quarter. Bow number 28 in the red, that's the Rutgers crew celebrating their 150th anniversary next year. They're being pressed hard by bow number 29, the Minerva crew from Amsterdam, a very seasoned Minerva crew and coxswain, demanding the buoy line from Rutgers. And that pack is being trailed by the University of Pennsylvania. This is their second varsity 8. And Minerva very close to Rutgers. Rutgers and Minerva overlapping blades. Minerva has had to stop. Rutgers continues at least with their bow 7. And Minerva fully come to a dead stop, but now nobody injured, no broken equipment, and a power 10 from Minerva gets them out of the way of the Penn Quakers just in time. 31 now is another Harvard entry. And 32, Princeton have closed a bit. 32, closer to the Cambridge Boat Club here in the orange and black blades. This is the Princeton varsity 8. Close the gap on the Harvard crew in front of them.
Well, it takes me back 24 hours, Ellen. You always want to know when you're coming around the bend, if I've got the power up in the bow to get me through, and you guys climb out a few times before you get too close.
think that we've seen all of the crews in the men's Champ Ace. It was a great race, and some outstanding coxing there as well. It's not easy to negotiate those turns, but they did a great job. And despite that little tangle past Elliott, otherwise a fairly clean race.